Morning, everyone. It's Joe, and it is a time for a bucket with Joe. I didn't get my other intro played. That's how we're gonna roll this morning. I hope everyone's having a great morning so far. I'm excited for today. Just got to get my TikTok open. I hadn't got that open yet, you guys, and I told everyone on TikTok that I'd go live this morning as well. So let me just bear with me while I get this open. We have 6 games on the ice today, so not as many as yesterday. Wow. Okay, we're just playing these things here. Lots of games on the ice. It's going to be a lot of fun today with these 6 games on the ice today. Okay, I've got it started. I'm here. Ben, welcome to the show. So yesterday, my best bets did not go as planned. We got Calgary in that first period. Calgary actually got a win, you guys. They broke that streak. So we got the win there. We weren't able to get Vegas on the puck line. They didn't even get the win. St. Louis came out and won that game, and the Islanders not able to cover that puck line either. So disappointing to see. I do like some teams on the puck line today. For our long shot parlay, we went 9-3 yesterday. I'm thinking I thought we had 13 games yesterday, so I feel like I'm missing one here that I wrote down. Oh, I stayed off a game yesterday for a parlay. That is exactly what happened. So 9-3 on that parlay. We're going to break down all of these games on the ice today, you guys. Again, happy Sunday. I've been watching the Bucks and the Seattle Seahawks this morning. This game, actually, Seahawks are coming back. They got it tight, so it's going to be interesting. But at 1 o'clock Eastern, we kick off. On the ice today, the Dallas Stars are taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, the Flyers coming in here at home, huge dog. Guys know I love the dogs, but I can't go with the Flyers here. Sandstorm expected for them in goal. Now, he has a 3.06 goals against average. It's not Carter Hart. We did see Carter Hart in action yesterday, so we won't see him today. Jake Ottinger, though, expected for the Dallas Stars. We did see him play on Saturday. Now, the Stars were are coming off a loss. We saw them in that game on Saturday lose to the San Jose Sharks. We sat here that was Friday. We sat here and talked about this one. What a bad scheduling spot that was for the Dallas Stars. One night at home before going back out on the road off a road trip. So perfect situation for the Sharks to get that win on Friday over the Dallas Stars. Now, I think we see Dallas come into this one and really answer back. They're going to be frustrated with themselves for letting that one go. It was a 5-4 win for the Sharks in that game. I'm looking for them to come out and dominate over the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, the Flyers struggle on back-to-backs, and without Carter Hart in goal, I really do think Dallas has the opportunity to cover the puck line here. They're 5-3 on that puck line on the road, and taking them -1.5 on the puck line is +140. You guys know I searched for this plus money. We didn't get our puck lines yesterday. I believe in this one today. When we look at Dallas coming into Philadelphia to take on the Flyers, they've gone 4-0 on the puck line in those last 4 meetings in Philadelphia as well. Now, with the Philadelphia Flyers losing that game to the Senators last night, we've seen them come in on the second leg of a back-to-back, then playing at home, losing and struggling on that back-to-back. They've lost their last 13 at home on that second leg of a back-to-back. So I think they lose their 14th here, and I think the Stars do it in grand fashion and get a nice big puck line win. They're strong off 1 day's rest as well, you guys, coming into game 6-2 in their last 8 games, getting the win on that 1 day's rest. This team averaging 3.64 goals per game. This isn't the Dallas Stars that we knew last year that really focused defensively. They are still focused defensively, though, but their offense is stepping up. They're still only allowing that 2.64. Ottinger, 1.9 goals against average. And this team is limiting those shots, keeping them right around 30 shots per game. So the Philadelphia Flyers have done so strong defensively as well, but without Carter Hart, I just can't back them here today. So give me the Dallas Stars laying the 1.5 on that puck line. But I still think this one stays under the total of 6.5. I hate taking unders when I'm also taking puck lines, but I can't see this one going over. I really do think the Flyers struggle to score on Ottinger and the Dallas Stars. I think their defense plays a really key role. And the Flyers defense has been solid as well. So I'm looking for them to step up and not let the Dallas Stars run away with this game themselves and take us over that total. So give me the under 6.5. Give me the Dallas Stars on the puck line. The next game on the board, you guys, we have the San Jose Sharks taking on the Minnesota Wild. Now, we know the Sharks off that nice win over the Dallas Stars. This is game 3 of a 4-game road trip here. Vegas is on deck Tuesday for them. Now, we saw the Minnesota Wild get a nice win over the Kraken, 1-0 win over the Kraken. Unfortunately for me, I was riding the Kraken to keep with their momentum. They just weren't able to get it done. This is our first game here at home off a 3-game West Coast road trip. They have this game here. They're kind of like in the same situation we saw the Dallas Stars in. They're off a road trip. They have this game here, and then they hit the road again for a game versus the Pittsburgh Penguins on Tuesday. So they've got a short turnaround, not very long here at home. Kind of feels like a good situation to not back them here. Gustafsson is confirmed in goal for them. He's got a 3.1 goals against average, so it's not Fleury coming out. James Reimer expected for the Sharks. He's got a 2.99. I like James Reimer and what we've seen out of him. I do think he's done really well for this Sharks team so far this year. The Sharks defense is really what is letting them down. They're allowing 3.44 goals per game and 31.4 shots on goal. I'm going to take the Sharks here on the puck line plus 1.5. It's not too highly juiced at minus 135. You guys know I don't like going up into the high minus 140s, but in hockey on a puck line, I will take a minus 135. This Sharks team is a 9-7 on the puck line this season and 4-3 on the road on that puck line. They have struggled in Minnesota, but with Minnesota just returning with this road trip, I think this is another space that we can fade them here. So strong trends to the favorite, though. Both of these offenses haven't really been lighting up the net, neither averaging over 3 goals per game, with the Wild averaging just at 2.79 and the Sharks at 2.75. But I am leaning to the over in this one. I think with what we've seen out of both of these defenses, that we will go over this total. The Wild, in their last 11 Sunday games as a favorite, have gone over the total in those last 11. The last 10 meetings between these two, we've seen 8 of them hit the over. And the Sharks are 7-0-1 in their last 8 games overall to that over. Good morning, JT. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are watching this football game. I've got it off in the corner of my TV, so when you see me, or corner of my screen, you'll see me look over there. Keep me updated on the score while we talk hockey. I can't wait for the rest of Sunday Funday football today. Okay, you guys, next game on the board. We're looking at the Vancouver Canucks taking on the Boston Bruins. Now, this is at 6 p.m. Eastern tonight, with the Bruins rolling in. Huge favorites here at home. Minus 230 on that money line, and rightly so. This team is absolutely dominating, 8-0 at home this season. We've also seen them win their last 16 games as a favorite and their last 15 games in the Garden. So Boston, phenomenal choice here to get the win. Way too high on that money line, with the Vancouver Canucks rolling in here at plus 190. Now, Demko expected for them. The whole problem with the Vancouver Canucks so far this season is their goaltending, their defense, and they cannot kill a power play of their opponents to save their life. They have the worst power play out there, or power kill out there in the league. Now, this team defensively is allowing 4 goals per game and 33 shots on goal. Offensively, they are able to get these goals, averaging 3.4 and 30.4 shots on goal. Now, with Omar in here, he has a 1.95 goals against average. He's 10-1 right now. This team is averaging 3.93 goals per game, which is first overall in the league, and 34 shots on goal, which is 6th overall. They are the best at limiting those goals defensively, holding opponents to 2.2 and 30.3 shots on goal. And they have the best penalty kill. So you have the worst penalty kill versus the best penalty kill. It's an easy solution for me here. I've got a ride. Good morning, Todd. I've got a ride with the Boston Bruins here on the puck line, -1.5 at +105. Now, our puck lines didn't hit yesterday, which frustrated the hell out of me. I see the Boston Bruins covering this. They're just too strong of a team. They've covered the puck line in their last 7 games as a favorite as well. They're 12-3 on that puck line all overall this season. There's a whole bunch of deers just walking down the sidewalk in front of my house. It is always distracting. The deers in my town actually cross at the crosswalks too, you guys. So they have won and covered the puck line in their last 7 games as a favorite. So they're winning big. They're 6-2 on that puck line at home. We look at the Vancouver Canucks. They're coming in here 8-7 on the puck line overall, 5-4 on that puck line on the road. Islanders are a no bet in no fly zone. Yeah, the Islanders, I tell you, they frustrated me yesterday in that game. Okay, let's so I'm going to take the Boston Bruins here on that puck line, -1.5 at +105. This is not as much value as I would like with them coming in at huge favorites on that puck line, but I also like Allmark over 26.5 safe shots on goal. We're getting that at -106. We know that the Vancouver Canucks do come out firing. They're averaging 30.4 shots on goal. The Bruins are allowing that 30.3. So I do see Allmark having a strong day. I do think that the Vancouver Canucks get over that over the shots on goal, and he saves them. So I'm going to ride with that one as well. Okay, moving on to the next one. They got the win, though. Yeah, they did, but they didn't cover that frickin' puck line, and that's where my money was at. So they frustrated me, but they did get the win. So hats off to the Islanders for getting that win yesterday. Now let's look at the next game on the board. This one, okay, you guys, if you didn't watch the last game against if you didn't watch the last game versus the Capitals and the Tampa Bay Lightning, this was just on Friday. These two teams went at it left, right, and center. Tampa spent the majority of the game in the penalty box. The Capitals got a 5-1 win. I have not seen so many players fighting at once in the longest time as I did this game. People say it was chippy. It was like they just thought they were boxing out there on the ice. They didn't like each other at all. Now, they've had a day in between playing, facing against each other again here. Difference is in this one, they will be in Tampa. Now, Washington is dealing with injuries, and Tampa's dealing with injuries as well. I really do think this, though, is going to be a stronger defensive game in this one. 5-1 in the last game. We did get that under. I think we stay under the 6.5 again. I'm expecting these two teams to, again, have these issues where one team's spending time in the penalty box. If Tampa can play a more disciplined game and can stop letting Washington get under their skin, then the Tampa Bay Lightning will get this win here at home. -178 on the money line with, I'm not sure how they're going to come out because Tampa, I don't know. You guys just had to be there. You had to watch that game and the amount of fights. I don't trust either of these teams not to come out just wanting to swing at each other in this game. So I'm going to stay off the side. I really do think the better team here and the healthier team is Tampa. But can their emotions allow them to get this win is a question. They are averaging just over 3 goals per game and 31 shots on goal. Vasilevsky expected for them. We know he hasn't been as strong as last season, but he's only got a 3.11 goals against average. Kemper expected out here for the Washington Capitals. He's got a 2.35. Now, defensively, Washington has been better, only allowing that 2.88 goals per game and 31.1 shots on goal, while the Tampa Bay Lightning have been giving away 3.21 goals per game. I just can't get there with a side. If Tampa can keep their heads on straight, they get this win. I'm not willing to risk it. We know guys like Corey Perry are going to come out and just be pissed and want to drop their gloves right away. after what Washington did to them on Friday night. There's no value also on Washington on the puck line. They're 8-0 on the puck line against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They keep these games so tight between these two. We know the home ice advantage has been huge, going 5-1 in those last 6 meetings. So for myself, I'm going to stay off a side. I'm going to take the under 6.5 in this one, but there's a couple prop bets I do like. Braden Point of the Tampa Bay Lightning, I'm going to take him over 2.5 shots on goal. This is coming in at -110. He was limited to only 2 shots on goal in the last one. If he plays a smarter game, I do think he hits those 3. And then Corey Perry. I think Corey Perry is one of the most fiery players on Tampa. I think he's going to come out with a vengeance in this one. I hope that he plays a smart game, doesn't get in that penalty box. I hope he takes it out by getting this puck flying. I'm going to take him for an anytime goal. He's plus 330. I think it's definitely worth a sprinkle on that anytime goal in this one. I hope he doesn't get in that penalty box. I'm seeing the comments, Perry will bait Washington into numerous penalties. I really hope he stays calm himself, though, and doesn't get those penalties on himself. I think he'll be super frustrated in this game. We'll see him drop the gloves a couple of times, but I hope he gets that goal instead of dropping those gloves. So plus 330, I love it. Okay, let's look at the next game here, you guys. We've got the Arizona Coyotes taking on the New York Rangers. Now, Igor expected for the Rangers. Rangers coming in as huge favorites at -360. Rangers have been struggling at home, you guys. Are 2-7 on that puck line at home. Even taking them here, +1.5 isn't, or -1.5 isn't giving us value. They're also 0-7 on the puck line at home in the Garden. I can't trust the Rangers here on the puck line. Yes, the Rangers are due in a way to have a big bounce back, get a nice win, and over an Arizona Coyotes team here that just is playing better than expected. Now, they did lose yesterday to the Devils. They should have tired legs on a back-to-back in this one. They're 4 and they lost that one last night, 4-2, so they weren't able to cover the puck line. This team is just allowing the shots to come raining in on goal at 35 shots on goal. They're allowing that 3.75, and they're only averaging 2.79 goals per game and 23.4 shots. So on the shots that they're actually getting on goal, they're more accurate shots and they're finding the back of the net, but they're not getting enough shots on goal to produce the higher goals in these games. They had the 3rd best overall power play, though. Now, the New York Rangers coming in here averaging 3 goals per game and 34.9 shots on goal. 5th best overall, getting those shots. The Rangers are going to be flying out here. They're going to be shooting this puck like crazy. Now, Connor Ingram expected for the Arizona Coyotes. He's got a 3.5 goals against average. We look at the Coyotes. They're 4-1 on the road. We've seen them pull off these huge upsets. I'm not sure I can get there with them on the puck line. I don't trust the New York Rangers on the puck line, though. So that's where my debate comes in this game. The Rangers just not getting these blowout wins at home in the Garden when they should. They're clearly the better team. I think the value would be on taking the Arizona Coyotes +1.5 on the puck line at +125. I don't know if I can get there. I don't know if I'll take this one, but I do think that it's probably the best way to go, or taking the under 6.5. Now, I know the New York Rangers can come out and produce the goals, but I'm not sure if they're going, or if the Arizona Coyotes will get enough goals to push this one over with the New York Rangers. So I'm going to take the under 6.5. It's 4-1 in those last 5 meetings. We've also seen the Coyotes' last 4 games trend to that under, with their defense really stepping up and getting this team the win. Now, the Coyotes versus the Eastern Conference, all of their last 6 have hit that under as well. And the Rangers at home in the Garden have gone 8-3 in their last 11 to that under. So I like the under here. I'm also going to look at Chris Kreider of the New York Rangers, his over 2.5 shots on goal. We know the New York Rangers are flying with these shots, averaging 34.9 shots on goal per game. Taking him over 2.5, we're paying a little bit of juice. I'm seeing it from anywhere from -135 to -145. So shop those lines. Head on over to Betstamp, you guys, Betstamp.app use referral code Madden there to shop those lines. You always want to get the best value. So taking him over that, I think, is a great way. Now, he had 3 shots on goal in all 3 of his last 3 games, and the last time versus Arizona Coyotes, he actually had 5 shots on goal, and prior to that game versus Arizona Coyotes last time out, which was October 3rd. It was a 3-2 win, by the way, for the New York Rangers. That was in Arizona, I believe. He had 5 shots on goal in like the last 3 games before that. So Chris Kreider is able to get these shots on goal. I think that is a nice way to go. I actually like that better than the total, just prop betting this one, but we are paying a bit of juice there. The next game on the board, we've got one more here on the board, you guys. If I can find my tab here. The last game on the board, I'm just checking these odds, making sure nothing has changed. We've got the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Seattle Kraken. The Winnipeg Jets coming in here at plus 125 on that money line, minus 150 for the Seattle Kraken. Now, this Seattle Kraken team has improved so much over last season. They're coming out, they're young, they're talented, and they're digging hard to get these wins. Now, they are off a loss to the Minnesota Wild in their last game out. I was riding the Kraken there. They lost it 1-0. Now, the Winnipeg Jets lost last night to the Calgary Flames. Congratulations to the Calgary Flames, by the way, for breaking their losing streak. It was a 3-2 loss for the Winnipeg Jets. They played a tight, solid game, really stood up defensively. This team defensively has been strong, only allowing 2.38 goals per game, which is 3rd overall in the league, and 31.5 shots on goal. Now, David Reach expected here for them. He's 1-1 on the season with a 3.08 goals against average. Martin Jones expected for the Seattle Kraken. I like what I see now on Martin Jones. He's 7-4-1 on the season with a 2.32 goals against average. I'm looking for him to have a phenomenal day here. Now, when we look at the Seattle Kraken offensively, they are averaging 3.33 goals per game and 29.9 shots on goal. So again, they are not getting as many shots on goal as I would like to see, but their quality of shots are strong. I'm going to take the Seattle Kraken here on the money line. It's a little high for parlay reasons. I'll throw it in on the money line, but I think this team has so much talent. I definitely think it is worth a sprinkle, taking them here on the puck line at minus 1.5 at plus 170. I just can't pass up on that plus money. You guys know that. With the Winnipeg Jets coming in here off a back-to-back, they are not strong on back-to-backs. They failed to cover that puck line as an underdog on that second leg of a back-to-back. Time in and time out. They just struggle in this situation. And when we see the Seattle Kraken off a loss in the following game when they're a favorite, they end up getting that win. They've also won their last 5 first periods at home as a favorite. So there is value on putting some money on them in the first period as well. But I think for myself, I'm going to parlay reasons, I'd take them on the money line, but you guys know I love the minus 1.5 at plus 170. Go big or go home is kind of my motto, especially on a Sunday fun day. Okay, you're liking the Capitals again. I really hope the Capitals can pull it off. I would like to see it. I'm just going to stick with the under 6.5. Everyone over here on TikTok commenting, remember, I will comment with you guys after I finish up here on YouTube, or come over to YouTube right now and interact in our live chat over here. Okay, guys, so that's all the games on the board. Remember, yesterday we went 9-3 in that long shot parlay. My best bets sucked. We got one of the 3. Las Vegas on the puck line. They didn't even frickin' win the game over the Blues. That pissed me off. And we lost the Islanders on the puck line. They did get the win, but didn't cover the puck line. What just went up? Did the total just go? Did it just get juiced higher? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Make sure you tell me what has been juiced there. Okay, you guys, let's look at this and recap everything. So I'll write this down. The Capitals just got juiced. I'm seeing the Washington Capitals at plus 138. Okay, Yeah, there's so much juice on the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's for sure, if that's what you're meaning. Okay, let's recap these games here. We've got the Dallas Stars taking on the Philadelphia Flyers, you guys. I'm going to lean on the Dallas Stars to get a nice big win here. I'm going to take them on the puck line, -1.5 at +140. I absolutely love it. I also think we've got a strong defensive game in this one. I don't see the Flyers on the back-to-back scoring enough goals to get this one pushed to the over. We know the Dallas Stars have been phenomenal offensively this season, but I do think this one is a defensive goaltending game. I'm going to stick with the under 6.5 for this one. We'll do the best bets and the parlay at the end. The San Jose Sharks and the Minnesota Wild. I do like the Sharks' ability to stay tight in this one. I'm going to take them +1.5 on that puck line at -135. We know the Wild haven't been strong on that puck line at home, going 1-5 on the puck line at home this season. I do like the over 6, though, in this one. I think we just go over that total with both of these teams finding the back of the net. The Vancouver Canucks and the Boston Bruins. I'm trusting in the Bruins to come out and get another huge win here at home. I'm going to take them laying the 1.5 on that puck line at +105. I'm also going to look at Allmark over 26.5 save shots on goal. That is -106 in this one. I think the Canucks are in a terrible situation tonight facing the Boston Bruins. The Washington Capitals and the Tampa Bay Lightning, because this game is going to be so scrappy. If Tampa can keep their head on straight, Tampa wins this game. They're too juiced here on the money line for me to take them straight up at -178. I don't know if I can trust the puck line. Too juiced on the puck line for the Washington Capitals. These two teams play tight. It's normally a 1-point game. So I'm not going to touch a side in this one. I just can't get there. My lean would be the Lightning to get the straight up win. I'm going to look at the under 6.5. I think we have goaltenders really step up in this one. And these two teams hopefully play a more disciplined game. I'm going to take Corey Perry for that anytime goal, though, at +330. Absolutely love him to come out fueled, on fire in this game. And then Brayden Point, over 2.5 shots on goal. We're getting that at -110. I think Brayden Point has another strong game in this one. He was limited to 2.5 or 2 in the last one, so he didn't go over it. But I do see him going over and hitting 3 shots on goal in this one. And then I'm going to take the under 6.5. Now, the Arizona Coyotes and the New York Rangers, I think the Rangers just struggle to cover that puck line too much for me to trust them. 2-7 on the puck line at home. Gonna take the Arizona Coyotes that have been digging so deep, +1.5 on that puck line. Not completely confident in this one, as the Rangers really do need to turn a switch and start getting these bigger wins if they want to go deep this season. I think the under 6.5 is a phenomenal play. I think we've got a lower scoring one here, but I'm going to take also Chris Kreider of the New York Rangers over 2.5 shots on goal. It's at -140. He had 3 shots in his last 3 games, and last time versus Arizona, he had 5. So I love Chris Kreider here. And then last but not least, the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Seattle Kraken. I got to roll with the Seattle Kraken here on the money line. It's juice, so you guys at -150. What I like better though is to take them, take a chance, take them on that freaking puck line at -1.5 at +170. This team is so young and talented. I really do see great things from them. They're 8-5 right now. They're 5-3 at home on that puck line against a Winnipeg Jets team that is on a back-to-back, got that loss to the Flames. I think this is going to be a hard situation for the Jets tonight. So that is the recap of everything. So when I look at what I like best today, my best bet would be the Boston Bruins. I love the Boston Bruins, -1.5 on the puck line over the Vancouver Canucks. And I also like the Dallas Stars on that puck line. Now, I'm just writing it down so I remember. Tomorrow for the recap, for my best player prop, I have to take Chris Kreider of the New York Rangers. I think he has a phenomenal game here. Over 2.5 shots on goal. And then you guys know I love that Corey Perry plus money for that anytime goal. I don't believe in it as strong as Chris Kreider, but I think it is another phenomenal one. So my three best bets are the Boston Bruins on the puck line at -1.5, the um, Dallas Stars on the puck line -1.5, and Chris Kreider over 2.5 shots on goal. So to build the parlay, if we're putting things in a parlay, we shouldn't probably put the puck lines on a parlay, although I like to. For myself, personal parlay, I've already parlayed the Boston Bruins on the puck line, the Dallas Stars on the puck line, and the Seattle Kraken. All three of those on the puck line because I freaking love plus money. And that plus money parlay pays a nice payout. So for the long shot parlay, though, every team that I expect to get the win, I'm going to take the Dallas Stars on the money line. I'm going to take the Minnesota Wild on the money line, even though, actually, you know what? We're going to put the Sharks plus 1.5 in that instead. I don't love the Wild today. I'm going to put the Boston Bruins on the money line. We're going to take the under between Washington and Tampa, under 6.5. We're going to take the New York Rangers game under. So Arizona and New York under 6.5. And then I'm going to take Seattle on that money line for the parlay. So I'll put the odds below, you guys. I'm also going to bookmark the whole show after so you guys can go back and listen to the sections that you like. But again, for the best bets today, I like Boston to come out huge, cover that puck line. I like Dallas on the puck line as well. And I like Chris Kreider over 2.5 shots on goal. He plays with the New York Rangers. You guys, thanks for joining me here with Pocket with Joe. You know what I mean. Trying to look at that score of the NFL game today. I think it's over. The TV has been in the corner. I've been catching glimpses of it, but I think it's over. Tell me who won. Did the Bucks win it? You guys have a great day. Keep smiling and let's make some more freaking money today. Bye, guys.